the message will be disturbed.
Hello, good day everyone. Welcome to TechTalk. Today starts the beginning of TechTalk, and I'm happy to be here with you. We'll be doing as much as possible, and we'll try as much as possible to make things work and make sure that we'll be able to move on. So let's quickly kick off. For some of you, if you are joining us on Telegram, I've tried as much as possible to have a latest update on Telegram. If not, you won't be able to see the live video. And for YouTube, you have access to drop your comments and the likes. So let's quickly kick off. Let me do a basic introduction. Hello. Sorry for the break in transmission. So, welcome to today's class. My name is Bolaji, and today I'll be your anchor. So let's quickly talk about some of the hello. Sorry for the break in transmission. It's just some little issue from here, and I'm very sorry for that. So we're back live now. Thank you very much. So let's quickly kick off. Welcome to today's class. My name is Bolaji. Sometimes now, and we've tried as much as possible to be able to push push ourselves to a standard place as fast as possible. So today we'll majorly be focusing on business startup and then some helping tools. We'll talk about some of the business. What do you need to know for you to be able to start a business? And I think that will be the basic things we'll be. These are the outline of what we'll be doing. So the outline of what we're doing today. First, we will be talking about how to set up a small business or a big scale business. We'll talk about the best 10 logo maker in 2022, and then we'll talk about the free branding and logo design. We'll try as much as possible to talk about these two technology as fast as we can, and I will try my best to make sure that we have the basic knowledge on them. Now let's quickly start from here. Now, starting up a business is not something hard, and neither is it something easy. But one of the major things we should have at the back of our mind that for you to go into a business, you must have a plan or have a goal in your mind. You must be willing to do practically extra minded, like ready to work all night. That's just the bottom line. If you are going into any business, it takes more of your time, it consumes a lot. And to start up any business is, let me say, is an easy thing. Let me put it that way. It's not as easy as we claim, but it's a work and it's a easy. I'll break us through some few steps of what we can do to be able to secure one or two things. Then we'll move on from there. Sorry for the course. I will not be doing plenty. I will do more of practical, less of theory. Why? I believe you can do research on theory online. So now let's really kick off. First thing you need to know to start a small business: one, you have to be able to have a relevant idea. You have to be able to come with an idea before you go into a business. Any business you see, or any business that is online presently, trust me, start with an idea. So anything you are doing, try as much as possible to make sure you have an idea of what you want to do. Let's say, for example, now somebody wants to go into a recharge card business. The first thing that will come to your mind is, okay, a lot of people have been doing this recharge card business. What did I need to do, or what can I do to make difference? Nigeria is one of the best places to start business. Why? Because there is a lot of problem. Idea comes by looking for a solution to a problem. So anything you are doing, try as much as possible to be able to find a solution to a problem. As long as you can find solution to a problem, trust me, your problem is 150% solved. So try as much as possible to always find solution to problem, no matter what. Try as much as possible. So if you want to start up a business now, first question is to ask yourself is, this business I'm doing, this thing I want to go into, what problem am I solving? Once you know the problem you are solving, then your idea will be more solid. I think you are with me. Then another thing you have to do is have a business plan. So first, you have to have an idea of what you want to do. How do you get an idea? Your idea should be able to solve a problem. So you should be able to have a unique problem that your idea solved. Then after you already have a unique problem that your idea solved, then the next thing you have to consider is to have a plan. Now, every successful businessman or any successful things on earth work with plan. So once you are able to come up with an idea of what you want to do, let's say I said I want to be selling clothes. A lot of people do that these days. I want to sell clothes. Let's say I want to sell recharge card, or let's say I want to become an IT tech, or I want to be a graphic designer. Just pick and say I want to become a graphic designer. Now, if you want to become a graphic designer, the first question is, what problem are you solving? You should be able to come to your sense and say, oh, this work I'm doing, I think I should be able to solve as much problem as I hope for, or I should be able to be in a position to solve many problems. So try as much as possible to be able to identify the problem you are solving first. Because if you don't identify the problem you are solving, then you'll be adding to the problem. So if I said I'm going into, if I said I'm going as a person, if I said I'm going into graphic design, then I should be able to think and say, okay, what problem will I be solving my graphic design? Let's say I said, okay, I want a situation whereby I will be able to design for any wedding, any programs that ever come up, and any flyers that come up. So which means I already have an idea that there are a lot of people that have issue getting good design. So for me to stand out, I have to be able to go and train where I will be able to have a very good outstanding design on graphic design. There are a lot of people on it now. And I'll now come with an angle and said, okay, so how will I make my money? Because that will be the next thing we will consider, actually, if we want to do something outstanding. So the next thing will be considered is, okay, how will I be able to make money, and how will I be able to put money in it? Anything you want to stand, if you are having this mentality that you won't spend money, trust me, you will always spend money. Let me quickly use something as an instance. If you start a business, let's say you said, there's a general idea that I used to say, they said, if you, there are situations whereby you have there are three notes: money, time, and energy. Now initially you have the entire time, but there is no money, and then you have the time and energy, no money. Now the two you have, you used to find the third one you have. Let's say, for example, I'm a young guy, I just finished service, and I have the energy, I can move up and down, but unfortunately there is not enough money for me to be able to pull up most of the things I want to do. I can just convert my energy to money. What did I mean by that? I can look for where I can render the services so that I will be able to have a skill on what I want to do. So if you want to go into business, key things you should have at the back of your mind: one, come up with an idea. Try to have an idea on what you want to do. You can't just say, I'm doing everything. Nobody do everything. Okay, you can do everything this age, but please just try to make sure that whatever everything you are doing, you have a plan on them. Write a business plan. If you don't know how to do business plan, please go on Google, do some research. You can drop a message for me on the groups. I will try as much as possible to guide you. So have a business plan. After you have a business plan, as you said, assign a specific amount of money that you'll be spending on your goal. No business, no goal on earth. Nothing you want to do on earth without spending. You use money to make money and more money. So try as much as possible to be able to separate some funds for that business. Let's say I'm a copper, or let's say there are three classes of people, and I will probably take care of the three before the end of today's class. First, if I'm a copper now, let's say I'm earning 33,000 naira. You can decide to say on my project, on the business I've proposed, I will be dropping at least 5,000, or let's say 3,000, just to push it up. You know what that means? That means that you have almost 3,000 to 4,000 naira every month that you can use at least to start something. So if my goal is to go into graphic design, then I can easily keep 3,000 for like 3 months. That's 15,000, and look for where I can get a good graphic design training, so that I can stand out. Let's say I said I want to be selling recharge card. The first thing is that's why we say you should have a plan. On your plan, there will have been where will I be buying this recharge card for? How does this SME work? You will have done the basic tutorial of the work, like the plan. So from your plan now, you know how much you need to start that business. Let's say recharge card now, you can say, okay, if I have up to 20,000, I should be able to see a reseller I will buy from, and then resell, probably using their platform without having my personal website to start with. So which means all you need is 20,000 to start. Now what do you need to do? You can start keeping 3,000 or 5,000, which means in 4 months or less, you should be able to start something. Now once you start your business, another thing you have at the back of your mind, now that's where the finances come in. You have to fund your business for you to be able to make more. Are we together? Now, if you're in a situation whereby you don't have any money, or maybe you don't have cash at all, let's say you are out of service here and you have not get any stable job to do, and you are like, oh, so I can't even get that 20,000 the way things are now. Now, this is what you can do. You have the time. Try as much as possible to take a lot of videos. There's a lot of videos online. There's a lot of tutorial, like the one we are taking now. If you can follow this semester section, this semester, people that do exactly what I'm doing now. Exactly what I'm saying now. So which means you can easily pick any of them up and work with them. So you can go online, get a video, get the materials, gather them together, build something. Now, don't make mistake a lot of young guys used to do. Once they gather materials like that, they learn. What they learn, you don't even know, you don't know 10% of what people that have been in the field have known based on the experience they have over a period of time. So when you start charging to, you know you did not get it for pay now, bros. Don't overcharge. Because that's the major thing. People say, I'll spend 3 days. People have chance to overcharge once you have a mentor. You know, even if you charge more and the demand is high, you have somebody you can revert to that will guide you through. But if you are doing more of the online base, you may not have a direct tutor. And if you have a direct tutor, if you have a direct guardian or tutor, you may not have 100% time for you. That's just the bitter truth. But my bottom line is, if you don't have the money, you can actually use those means to gather a skill. And once you gather a skill, then you can go back to have an idea on that skill. Once you have an idea on that skill, you can have a business plan on the skill. And which means the financing part now, you can start marketing what you are doing so that people will buy, or people will passionate you, or people will give you work to do. And trust me, those things are not magic. So don't expect people to just give you work like that every time. It's not really that convenient. Because there are people that are better in that field, but you can actually beat them up. As a matter of fact, let me even tell you one fact, a lot of truth a lot of people will not say, or a lot of people will not tell us. Most people that start anything don't actually have a serious tutor. They actually end up learning anyhow. Along the line, they met people that know it better, and then they attach themselves and they pay them and they give them their respect, and that is why they are able to move faster. The first set of people that learn something in any state and any local government, state or country, don't actually have a mentor. They dig themselves deep into the practical and make millions of mistakes to have the result. So it's an old method, but it still work. I think I'll be able to make the point that way. Okay, so let's continue. Let's go through our point more. Now, after you've done that, if you actually want to have a legal, you want to stand up as a business in any country, there is always a governor, something that governs how everything works in different countries you have. For example, now, if you are in Nigerian, one of the things you can do is to get some legal documents. A legal document, major legal document in Nigeria is registered with CAC. Is that a business name, a company name, a limited liability company, and the likes. Major thing in Nigeria. So, if you are in Nigeria, if you are a Nigerian, then it's better for you to try and register with CAC. Now, most people, when they start, they don't care. Now, Nigeria is not compulsory to register to. You can start anyhow. But where the problem come up is, we'll be talking about how to brand your business along the line today, before the end of today's class. But where the problem of Nigerians, to be in quote, is this. If you did not register and you have worked on a name, the name is sweet, everybody was like, wow, see TechTalk, that name is sweet too, and it's not registered. Somebody just go and register it on your back. You have done labor lost. The person is the owner of the name. There is nothing you can do. So before you put more energy, before you put more stress on things, try as much as possible to register your domain name. Sorry, talking about websites and website things today. So probably one of these days we will get there, probably second semester, which will be next year. This semester is already set up. So try as much as possible to register with CAC or IRS. So TIN number, you get your TIN number, you get your CAC certificate. As you register for CAC certificate is simple and straightforward. Two things. You can easily go to their website, just do a Google search, go to their website, you fill the form, you put the information, you guide it up, and then that's all. You pay, they will charge you for searching. Search, I think, around 1,000 to 3,000 or thereabouts. Then you pay for the actual money, and it may be delayed. You can spend a lot on search, and you are good to go. If you think you don't have time to do that, we can help you out. If you are free, or anytime anytime you have time, you can just go to our website, Love Being World, or go to lovebeinghost.com. If you go to lovebeinghost.com, you should be able to create your own account and then order for register your company name, and then the process is very simple and straightforward. They will ask you some basic information about your company that you need. You feed the information, and before you know, they start the process for you. So if any of you are part of this team and you are interested in register through them, please, later after this program, most of the group will be opened down. Try and drop your name, drop your information, or chat me up directly. I think that will be better. Just chat me up, search for Bolaji or any of the admin. Chat any of the admin up, and then communicate your information to them, or what you are intent in. Then we'll look for a way whereby you can get it as cheap as possible, probably as cheap as possible. So that's that about that. So as much as possible, try to make sure that you do the legal paper. I'll be a bit fast so that we can go into the practical section for today. The next thing is to do is just to make sure that you have an insurance policy. Now, anything you are doing, there will always be problems, there will always be challenges, there will always be outbreaking. So try as much as possible to make sure that you have a insurance policy, like you actually subscribe to an insurance company, so that for yourself. Now, this insurance policy is two-way. For example, now let's say I'm selling clothes. I can make a policy that anybody I'm giving clothes to, as long as you do not complain about the clothes in the next probably 5 days, then you don't have right to complain again. I'm not refunding your money. Jumia will give you access to check your product if you are buying from third party within 5 days. If you are buying directly from the company that produced the product within 15 days. If Jumia is doing 5 days, then you can do it. I don't know if you understand my point. Then the second part of it is to make sure that you have a policy for yourself. What did I mean by a policy for yourself? Okay, let me quickly explain. If you start a company now and you put, let's say, especially for people that want to put money from the beginning, you put, let's say, 5 million, or let's say 1 to 5 million on it, and the business is booming. But along the line, you just do a transaction with somebody, and that's all. The whole money went down. If you have an insurance policy or you have an insurance organization you work with, it will be a plus for you. Remember, I've talked about the policy that day with you. So it will be a plus for you. What will you gain? Simple. You will be able to gain your money back to start back over. The insurance company are responsible for you to give you something to start over. So I've talked about policy, I talked about insurance company. So now for some people, basic people in Nigeria, you don't need insurance company to start, because you'll be paying. If you have not have an office and you have not actually started up, a young guy, just leave that part, but put it in your plan. Are we together? Are we together? Now the next thing you should do is choose a vendor. It's very, very important for you to choose a vendor. Now the question is, why is it important for you to choose a vendor? Okay, it's important for you to choose a vendor because anything you are doing, you want to sell it. Anything you are doing, one of your goals is to make money. So you need 1 or 2 people that can help you out to be able to make that money. And to do that, to actually be able to make the money you are hoping for at any point, you need somebody that will help you. If you do it alone, you will not be able to make the enough money you have. Now, let me quickly explain some of these things that the challenge people have. Number one challenge a lot of people used to have is that they feel like, if I employ somebody now, I have to pay him 10,000, 15,000, 20,000. Me myself, I've not even made such money. It's a general problem. You are not the first person to have the problem. You won't be the last. But this is what I will advise you to do based on my own experience in this field. First thing I will advise you to do is this. Once you start the organization, you do what we do majorly in affiliate marketing. What do we do in affiliate marketing? You get paid when you do the work. So you can look for somebody that and say, look, I'm a graphic designer. I can design any graphics. I'm a professional graphic designer. Talk about whatever you want, mock-up, t-shirt, design, printing. I can do it very well. But if you can get any work for me, I'm giving you 1,000. So, or you can say, I'm giving you 10% of everything you bring in. So which means, if you bring a work of 10,000 naira for me, I give you 1,000. If you bring the work of 5,000 naira for me, I give you 500. Now there will be a lot of people that will actually jump into your offer. Some of them will not even want to jump into your offer. They will feel like you want to use them. But this is what will happen. If a friend of them or one of their colleagues want to do something that you are doing, maybe you want to buy a recharge card that you are giving a referral bonus for, maybe they want to pay for any service you are render, maybe laundry, and the person want to wash his or her clothes, or his uncle, the guy will jump in and quickly explain, say, sir, I have a friend though, he can do this work, I think he will do it well. Now, because you have something in return, I don't know if I'm communicating. Because the guy have something in return, it will market you. Now you are making your profit. Now a lot of people will be like, so how will I make my profit? You do your calculation right. If you are dealing with services, which means the whole revenue go back to you, except your gadget. If you are doing a graphic design, you're not actually spending any money, except you buy some vectors design, which in most cases, even if you buy, you can use it for multiple use, so you won't spend more. You are spending your time. So the whole revenue come back to you. Let's say you are dealing with bulk SMS or recharge card. I'm trying to use a common business, or you are selling clothes, which most female does that. So if you are selling clothes, which means you have to buy the clothes from somewhere. Let's say you are doing a middleman. 85% of young ladies or young guys that do buying and selling of clothes are doing middleman. Not all of them, but average level are doing middleman. I'm talking about the middle range, people that are just serving finished service here. Now, if you are doing middleman, if you are getting your clothes for, let's say, 1,000 naira from somebody, or let's say 5,000 naira, and you know you are dealing with a Rivara, you have to have the money that the Rivara will get plus your money on it. So, for example, now if you said the clothes, I'm giving you 10%. Now you are buying the actual clothes at the rate of 5,000, which means 10% of 5,000 is 500 naira. Then you can tell the person, I'm selling this clothes 8,000 or 10,000. Now, if you can get a good product, people will buy. The person will do the work to make sure they buy, so that he can get his own 10,000. So if you are selling at the rate of 8,000, when you buy 5,000, then you are giving the guy back 800 naira, and you have practically make 2,200. So you don't lose, and the person can actually work around to bring more people for you, just because of that 800 naira. It's just that you have to look for where you buy cheaper, so that you can sell higher, and you make sure you sell something of quality. Anything you are doing without an idea, it will die. Am I communicating? Anything you are doing without an idea, it will die. Because once you have an idea, you have a plan on it. So you don't want to spoil your name, and you won't say nonsense. You won't say stupid things because your name is important to you. But if you don't have any idea, people are doing it, let me do it, you will pack up on time. You will lose that business. Why? Because when they start, every business will hardly get to zero. They have to go up and come down. It's just like a plant. You plant it, the plant, I'll talk about that later. The plant must die before it rise up. So every business you pass through its own trial. But when you have your plan, when you have an idea, and when you have your goal, the purpose you are doing it, those are the things that will push you and make you stand. And once you have escaped that truth, trust me, you are good to go. So that's that. Let's go back to the next point. I wish we could be able to go to the practical today. Okay. So we've talked about, then the next thing you need to do is building a team is easy too. I've told you one way of building team. You don't need to have somebody on grant to pay them. You pay them based on what they do. If you are just starting and you don't have enough cash, if you have enough cash, you can just pick people in. If you are working, let's say your category you fall to is a working class, let's say you are earning 50 to 100,000, and you feel like you can pay somebody 5 to 10,000 naira per month. You can pick somebody to do the entire day work for you. So in that case, the work is off your neck. They really want to handle the work for you, and that will be a plus for you. So that's that about that. Branding and advertisement. We will drive much more on branding and advertisement today. I'll put you through on how you can go into branding your name. But mind you, before you can do branding, you must have a name. You must be able to form a name from your idea that meet up what you are doing. So once you're able to form the name, then we go into branding. Then you'll be able to brand the name. So what's branding all about? We'll take that before the end of this class. We'll do it practical. So you form a logo for yourself, you form a letterhead for yourself, and the likes. So I'll even do the registration register because I've not actually done that before with the account I'll be planning to use. Okay, so then the next is to grow your business. So these points are very easy, very straightforward. You can easily grow your business with it, without any headache, without any torrency. So let's move on. The next thing we'll be talking about here sorry. So now, when week one we talk about what we'll be doing this week is just branding. We talk more majorly this week about branding. So we are dealing with branding and logo. So that's what we are doing this week. I just give a basic introduction generally. Now, these are the top 10 websites in 2022 you can get branding from. Most of them will not give you what you want, but I will try as much as possible to. I put this there because logo is a very critical part of design. Please hear me well. Logo is one of the very critical part of design, because your logo will bring out the image of your organization or your company. So I will advise you, if you don't have any knowledge on graphic design, if you have a little change, look for a graphic designer around you to do design for you. If you want us to do it for you, we can't do it for you. I will put you through on how to do your design now. But mind you, when you do something free, especially on logo aspects, anybody can follow the same procedure, which means you won't have something unique to you. Logo is supposed to have there is an interpretation for logo and an icon for logo. So your logo should be able to interpret what you are doing. We have different type of logos and the likes. So I will show us how to do logo today, free. But I'm still repeating myself. If you want something more outstanding, look for a graphic designer to do that for you, because what you already have, so your logo will not stand out. You see the logo of TechTalk. It was designed from scratch, so you can't come to a platform like what I will show you, which is online now, and do that. For some of you that have more interest, next week we'll be dealing more on how to do it on mobile phone, by God's grace. So by this time next week, just join us again, and I promise you, you'll be able to design an outstanding logo with your mobile phone. So now with these two, you can do a very outstanding logo, but you have to be creative about it. But I will do my best in that part once we get there. So, but first of all, let me give you the list of top 10 sites you can go to do your design, and I will just explain them. I will rush through it. Some of them you know them before, some you don't, but I will quickly rush through them. Now, the first we have on the list is Canvas. Everyone, if you know, have idea of Canvas. If you don't have idea of Canvas, Canvas is an online-based website whereby you can do some design. They have a free platform, and they have a. That's why I mark them in blue. They have a free platform, and they have a vector graphics. Now, most of them that have vector graphics are better. They give you edge on for you to be able to manipulate vector. I don't want to go into graphic design. So, but that's just the bottom line. Then we have Looker. This is one of the best too, but they don't have free platform, which means anything you want to do on them, you have to pay. Now, the format they support is PNG, SAFE, EPS, PDF, which is not bad. They don't support JPEG, but any of these can easily be converted to JPEG, so that's not an issue at all. It's not an issue. Then we have so these are some of them. We have these two, the same thing. They have a free platform, but it's not vector based. So once it's not vector based, we not advise you to license to go for it. You should be able to do whatever you want on it too, but I won't be able to advise you to go for it. Then we have logo type maker. This one, this is just like a website for you to be able to design logo, majorly logo. They do less of flyers, like Canvas to do flyers and short videos. We'll cover those things before the end of this semester, probably, if you're able to follow online. Then we have these are some of the lists. I will just go through them, you jot them out, and if you want to jot, I will take it slowly. This supports no free platform, which means you have to pay before you use them. And then we have it's vector based, which means it's better, you'll be able to do more. Wix have a website platform maker, and they have a logo platform maker. They're one of the best. They have the vector based, they have the free platform to test. Most of the free platform will be limited, so they won't give you a chance to do one or two things. So I'm saying this so that you won't feel like I don't know, I won't be able to do this. Please know now there are some things they will not allow you to do. So are we communicating? That's just the facts. Okay, so let's move on. We have this one of the best. They have free. I'm just sliding through them. Place It is one of the. Some of you that are into web design, if you have designed using CMS before, you will know their popular website for template theme, plugins, and the likes. They are the one that did this, I think, a few years back. I've not actually have time to test it practically, to be sincere, but I think because the company have been around for years and they have been doing great, I think they should be able to do something very good. So I think I should be able to recommend them. So let's move on, because I want us to go into practical. Then this very, very good and okay. Sorry, I'm a little bit fast so that we can go into the real practical before our times run out today. We have a less time to go. So these two, you can jot them. So I think this will be the last one. So now let's talk about things we'll be focusing on today. So today, the practical part we'll be talking about is how to do a professional logo maker and generation. How to do a professional online logo. So we have a software, a website that generates that. This is one of the first websites. So let's quickly go through the website, and we'll move on from there. This input. That's the input. Sorry, I'm just sorting some things out here. Okay, let me bring the input again. 1 minute, please. Okay. So, let's quickly kick off. Um, Now this is our official website. This Love Being World is our official website. You can come here anytime to take a lot of service. We'll talk more about this as time goes on. This is the lovebeinghosts.com. This is where you can actually come in to register for your CAC, create an account if you want to. So let's go to logostar.com. So let me quickly load it. I pray the network will not delay us. Then we'll quickly play around. So we have a little network delay. Okay, I think we're up. Okay, so this is the website. Now, first thing you need to do, you can come here anytime and read. Just read about. What to do here is what is the brand you are going for. Let's say for this course, I will be using the TechTalk as if it's a brand, like the name you come up with when you are through with your thinking. Are we together? So I will just be using TechTalk as the name you come up with when you are dealing with your thinking. So you're the one that know what to have sit down and think about. So my network is a little bit delay. Okay. As we're waiting for the network to share this video to your friends, your colleagues, anybody that you think it may be in need of this, we are trying our best to bring everything out for people so that you can start something. If you are a working class, you just want an additional income, I think this will be the best place for you. I would suggest you follow us on Facebook, Instagram, video that will be released. We'll try as much as possible, as I've said earlier, to bring out the best. We do our best to make sure we do that, no matter what. So please try as much as possible. Inform your friend, share, give it to your friend, and I promise you, try as much as possible to give you the best content, as much as we can. So the network is still not yet. I think I have a little. The network is a little bit not stable. So. Okay. To come up. I'll be back in a few minutes. Welcome back. So let's click off. Okay, the page I've loaded, the network is not that stable, so sorry for any inconvenience here, please. So once we are here on this page, we have the title we want to use is TechTalk. If you have a byline is like a keyword. I can use latest technology or do it yourself, do it with DIY. It's just like a tag name you want to use for your company. So if you have a company, this is not a company, this is not a business name. I just pick it just for training. So let's say you want to, what we'll be doing here is technology. I can just put all about technology or all about tech. All about tech. Anything can be about line, but just make sure your byline must speak volume. I don't know another English I can use for that. Then here it's asking you which area does it fall into. You have there's a lot of section here. I can just go into, is it business? Can we call it business? Let's see if we have something like tech. Okay, we have something like ICT. We can decide to go for this. Now you may decide not to pick any of them here, and I can come here now and select the type of color. Now, please let me say this. I'm trying to pull as much information as I can. So let me quickly say this. Are we together? So let me say this. Logo or color are very, very important in your design or in your name. So when you are building that name, when you are forming that name, try to have a logo or a color in mind for that business. Now a lot of people don't do this in Nigeria. A lot of people just start anyhow, and that's why the business can die anyhow, because there is no proper plan. And this proper plan don't take time. You just think and do more research. Let me give you an instance. There are some yellow you will see. Anywhere you see that yellow, you know it's MTN. They did not write MTN, no. You just see that the back of one counter, you know they are selling MTN line here. That's how important colors are. So please try as much as possible to make sure you work on your color. Are we on the same page? So pick a color that is suitable for your business. Any color that you think is very, very suitable for your business, pick it. So in this case now, I'll quickly explain more about the color. So in this case, which color should I go for? I think we have touch of red. So I'll just pick something related to red like this, or orange. So I can decide to use any color, and I can mark and select any color I want. And it's not compulsory you fill all this. So you can just feed this and then to generate the rest. So let's click on create. Now once you click on create, it automatically creates a logo for you. It gives you different, so you can still control the logo. You can do some correction on the logo. So you see here, we are not only getting our logo. See what happened here. We have our logo here. We have our letterhead of the logo. We have a complete complimentary card of the logo. Are we on the same page? Now I have different example of it. One, here now, if I'm starting a small business today as an individual, first I have my logo here. I have my letterhead. So I already have idea. Like in my thinking, I already know how my letterhead will look like. Or this is how my complimentary card will look like. This is how my letterhead will look like. So that alone lets you know that you are going for a standard. I've seen a lot of people, you meet them, what is the complimentary card? Even the soft copy they don't have. Now we are trying to make sure that if you want to start a business that will last, those things are very, very important. And I'm trying to give you a very best shortcut that I know. So let's go back to where we are coming from. So this one, they will give a lot. This another one. Let's say I don't like this. I can go for this. And please notice this. They have do a tag for you. I hope you can see my mouse. They have do a tag for you. So you know how the design will look on tag. This is another one, TechTalk. They put something here, technology, all about tech. And then you see, they put how would most of these things will look on. This is the back of my complimentary card. This is the front of my complimentary card. This is how to look on a letterhead. I can keep showing. Do you see? This is another one. This is another one. This is another. I think this is looking better. It's something related to tech. And then TechTalk. And then I have, see the way it look on landscape. Are we on the same page? And then you see the way to look on the complimentary card. You see the back, you see the front. And so let's move on. So you see, this is another way of, you see, this is another design. I have my logo, I have my letterhead, I have my complimentary card, just in 5 minutes. So there are plenty. You can check as many as you can. You see, so depending on what you want, you can easily go for any of them. So there are plenty. It's keep loading, keep loading. So you keep checking until you see something you like. I think this one too is okay by me. They give me a tech talk, all about tech, and I have a logo that have something like a bulb, and I'm seeing tech here, which I think is not, it's not bad as far as I'm concerned. So are we together? Okay. So let's pick one. Let's say I'm going for this. If I click on this, it automatically take me to the bigger section of it. Now I have access to control it again. For example, now I can come here and said, okay, I can come down here and see how the logo will look at in different formats. So how will it look like if I'm doing landscape, if I'm doing portrait? Now imagine how they embedded their this thing on it. I can scroll down, I can pick any other design, I can see a lot, see the way it will look like on my website. Now if I pick this now I click on it, so I'll see the logo how it look like. If I come down, I will see how the landscape will look like. Now even some of you that that you give people to design logo for you, in most cases they give you a one format logo. That's very, very wrong and unprofessional. But most of you don't pay well now, so don't blame them. But in most cases you are supposed to have up to 2 to 3 formats of your logo, so that you can use it for website and for different purposes. And that's what they have solved here. You have the rectangle, you have the triangle, you have it on different layer, you have it on that color. Sorry. Oh, I think I come out back. Thank you. Let me open any of them back. Well, which one should we open? Okay, this one too is looking nice. Let me go with this. I mistakenly go back. Sorry for that. So here now we see how it look like on landscape, on portrait. We see how it look on a different background with image. We see how the letterhead look like. How will it look like on our Facebook page? These are some of the things that you won't even get handy. How will it look on a mobile phone if you design? How will it look on a pad if you design, let's say a jotter? Maybe you plan to do a jotter for Christmas or New Year services. How will it look like on your letterhead? If you are doing company profile, how will it look like? Moreover, if you want us to design, if you want to design a company profile, please love in what technology is one of the best company you can contact. I promise you we will do you well. We'll give you the best. With the best. For some of you that need, just chat me up or just open any of the ticket on Loving World. They will send you plenty sample. Talks you is top notch. So let's go back to where we are coming from. So, but you have idea now. For some of you that don't want to spend more, this is one of the best option for you. Trust me, it's out of box and it's one of the best. So here now you know how to look like, how will your logo look like on your company profile. How will it look like on a profile? How will it even look on your website? This is an iframe for your website. So you already have what icon you have on your website and how it will look like just by clicking. You can easily see if you are doing printing on a cup or something. How will it look like on the cups? And how will you arrange it for the cups? Even the ID card for your staff. How will it look like? Now you are just starting, but you already have a picture of where you are going. Then when you are getting to your dining point, trust me, you actually restorated because you already have something that worth it. If you scroll down, you see plenty. You see how you can do the frame in your office. So even if you have even if you don't have office now, in your house, and then you keep using it that way. So so you see how to look on a mogum. You see, people pay a lot just to have something like this. I'm telling you. But you can come here now. You'll be able to see how your logo will look like on the mockup, and then you can see how it look on different sides of mockup. And I think that's the best. So these are the all the places you think you may want to use your website, your design, your logo. The place you have not even think of, they've helped you think about it. So you don't even know you will get there. They push you there. So and then ask you to pay to get what you are looking for. So I've logged in now, and here now I can see a lot of this is what we go for. I can click on download if I want to, and it automatically prompt me up so many different format of it and let me know which one am I actually interested in download for my logo. So if I said okay, I'm in, and then I can just I have up to 30 places I can see how it look like, but I can just click on my download, which my logo is downloading. If I click on this, my logo that just finished download on my system, and voila, we have our logo. I don't think you'll be able to see my screen because I'm not sharing this, but nevertheless, once you come to that place, you see the logo. Once you click on it, I don't want to share my image, or should I bring it in and show you the logo I download? Okay, give me a minute. Let me quickly bring that logo in so that you can see how our lovely, beautiful logo that we just make in a few minutes look like. So I'll bring it in now, just in a minute. Which folder did I download it? Oh, sorry, I don't remember the folder I downloaded it. But just have it at the back of your mind. You can, if you follow my step to step, if you follow me step by step, then you should be able to see a logo looking exactly like this. I've downloaded this. You can nest it to see how it will look on different things, the commentary card part, so you can just go through them like that. So that's that about that. I will have bring it the one I downloaded in, but I have to do some minor settings which I just to be able to cover today. We have a lot to cover per time, and I hope we have time to be able to cover them. So let's quickly write up. Follow me, please. So let's go back to our slide. Now we're able to talk about this. So let's talk about the second one too. Now we're able to talk about this. So let's talk about the second one too. So I'll pick each of this one after the other, and then we'll be good to go. So let's go back. Now the second, this is iProstarLogoGenerator.com. Now it's not as good as if once you come to this website. Most of these links we try as much as possible to drop them. Let me try and drop them directly in the group. I think I should be able to do that. For some of you that join on one, let me quickly pick the link for the first one. For some of us joining us on YouTube, okay. Okay, the network is not stable, so let's move on now for you. Okay, I've dropped the first one on the chat section, so I'm dropping. So please check your chat box, and then for some of our link, if you actually want to help this motion, you can use the referral link. You still have a little, you pay less than what you actually supposed. Okay, have this work simple as ABC. First, you select the. Please follow my mouse. First, you select the shape you want to use. Let's say the design I want the shape like this. Once you select the shape, it load and show you the shape. I can decide to come here and change the name and put tech. Okay, then you can put a line text. This is just like putting a star as a design, then etc. Let's say I'm using this. Then for the first one, okay, I'm sizing himself. I can reduce the front here to 70 so that it's fitting very well. So I can change the color this set here if you want to. Then click on it. I can change it to whatever I want. Some of these things I go to next. Here I can decide to pick any icon. I'm not seeing everything here. No one to take for me. But as you click on them, they appear. You see, this is not techo. This is like agricultural palaba. So please, but I just want to play around with it. Then I'll click on generate. So you can change the color as I change the first condition, and you can download SAV2. For some of you into web design, you understand more about it. It's just an high resolution design. Short explanation. So if I click here now, I've already downloaded. If you see here now, you see the download. Probably the next class I will put in a section for us to see every picture I downloaded, but you can come the same way and do that. Now the third aspect we're talking about on creating your logo is this same website too, which I will drop the link to you on most of the platform. Oh, my tech, what happened to my Telegram? I hope you are still live on Telegram. Oh, something went wrong on Telegram, so yes, I will just drop the link. Okay. Okay, for some of you that are following us, something went out on Telegram. You can actually just join our YouTube channel and then continue from there. Sorry for that. I'm trying to see if I can bring the Telegram back, but I think it will take a longer time to fix this. So please just join us on YouTube. Let me drop the YouTube channel, YouTube link, and you can just go there and watch. Okay. So my voice is coming in on Telegram. Okay, let me start the Telegram. I will release my voice there. If you are able to see the visual, fine. If you are not able to see the visual, this is the link for the YouTube channel. Sorry for that. I don't know if the Telegram have picked up back. Okay, I think we are back on Telegram. Yeah, we are back on Telegram. Okay, so sorry for some of you in YouTube. I'm sorry. We just want to carry everybody along as much as we can. Okay, let's go back to where we are. We've done this. So from here now, I can put my company name. I'm using TechTalk. I can try to use space too if I want to. TechTalk for tech, and ask him to search by pressing the arrow or search key. Now see my mouse here is searching for tech things for me. So here I have a lot of, this is nice because it gives me a lot of tech factor. That's what we talked about the other time. It's all about tech. So I see as I'm typing now, it's showing me here. If I go down here, I can see how it will look. I can see your branding very well or properly on ground. The number one issue you have is you even know you print on clothes. Until the time comes, you want to print on clothes. You now be people want to do the design, but this have helped you to be able to do that, so you know what the design is all about. So with this now, to create an account, and then you create a free account, just as I did the other one, and then you'll be able to download. Then let's go back to the third part I will be talking about is the signing maker, signature maker. Now, if you have a company or you have a business you are going through, so how will you be able to do that? Two methods. You can sign and give a graphic designer to help you convert your signature to something you can use on any letter. It will charge you a little amount, but you can come here and quickly create your signature. We have 3 formats of signature. Email signing will be under your email. So let's take it one after the other. Let's create a signature. I'm opening it on new tab so that I won't close this and I can come back there to explain 1 or 2 things again. If I come here now, the website is still loading. So the website is done. So now here I can sign anything. I don't know how I will sign for TechTalk. So let me just you can just use your mouse or your phone to sign. I don't know what I'm signing, but I think you understand. And you can change the color to whatever color you want before you start using the pen. So you can use your signature here. For some of you that have pen touch phone or pen touch system, it will be easy. You just carry your pen and sign, and you have your signature online, and you save it, and you are done. I hope I'm not speaking Taranchi. Now, for some of us that we don't have the pen and we are finding it difficult to be able to sign it here, I can come to front signature. Here, all I need to do is just put my name, and then it generates the front for me. For example, now I can just put Bolaji, Bolagi, and I click on generate. See, I have a signature. Mind you, this was designed from a front, so you can't use it as an authentic signature, but I can come here and change to different front, and then the logo will automatically change once I click on generate. So what it is, just look for a front closer to signature, and then use. That's all. So it's not something special or something too serious, and you can actually change the front to whatever front you want. And you see, I have something that looks like signature. If I'm interested in this, I save it out. They save in PNG, which means I can use them. And I can change it to color blue if for we Nigerians that like blue color for pen. So are we together? The next you can do is to do a signature for your email. It's on the top here. So here you put your name, your phone number, your website. If you don't have a website, please, Loving World Technology, we are here for you. You can actually get a website as cheap as anything. If you just come to the website here, go to services, the website design. I'll be designing a new website. We'll talk more on some of our products as time goes on, and you can get a website from I think that. So any custom design you want, trust me, we can actually help you. And most of them have almost 1 year subscription. All our websites are on SSD, and I think we're one of the best in the field. So let's go back to where we are coming from. So you put your website, if you have any, you put the address, you upload your image into an email. You can put it in your email, in your Gmail drive, that to show your picture. I've done this before. Then you come here and put your social icon, your Facebook, your Twitter, your email, and everything. Once you are done here, you should be able to see it will look like this. Okay, let's just do a practical again. Let me just put this. My name is Okunlola Bolaji. Let me just say ICT. I'm not filling the right information all through. ICT. Company. I work with Love Being World. LUFBEING. Love Being World. Technologies. Website. Let me use our web hosting website. I can just pick this, or you can come to the landing page, the company website. If you come to services here, you have the best of the services, trust me. But let me just use the company website. Okay, I put the website here, and then arrange this where you have to put your image. Okay, let me see if we can sneak image out from Facebook. So we are live on Facebook too. For some of you, I think it's part of the story, so you can join us live on Facebook. Okay, let me go to my profile. This is my profile. I've not tried this before, please. I'm just saying, probably instead of you going to third party, if there is a way we can view my profile picture, if there is a way I can copy the link for my profile picture, which means you can just use this is the link to my profile picture. Let's copy this and try it here. I've not tried before, but that's what we do in our feed. So then let me click outside. Now you see my low picture is not coming up. Do you see? I have my name, my profession, I have the web email, I have the phone number. So my system automatically generates some of them. So then I have the company I work for, and then I have the address which the system generates. So now here you're supposed to have your picture. Now this is the information address. So when you send email to anyone, if you are using Gmail, I can show you how to put it inside Gmail, but our time is fast spent. Kai. So, but this is just how to get it. You can just come here and fill the source code, copy this code and put it on your Gmail sign-in. For some of you that don't know, just go to Google and search for Gmail sign-in. If you want me to explain more, just drop it on the chat to the setup installation. So if I copy this now and put it inside my sign-in in Gmail, anytime I'm sending an email, it will have something like this under. And any platform you want to share it, now I'm sharing it on Facebook. Yes, I change it on the story too. I'm not putting it on story. Let me put it only on. Okay, let me put it on story so that it will only last 24 hours. Go back to Facebook. Go back to Facebook. And I think we should see it somewhere around here once it's done here. So if I come here, I think we should be there. But I think it should. So, but we'll talk about this later. So, and you can major thing is that you copy your source code here, you copy all this code and go to your Gmail and use it. So when you send, so anytime you send message across to anybody, they automatically see the information you are sending with the damn part design. Are we together? Here now I've talked about the signing, I've talked about free logo, I've talked about how to generate logo in different way, I've talked about how to generate your letterhead, commentary card just today. So if you actually have a go, this is the take home assignment for everybody that take this class. First thing you need to do, try as much as possible to take home assignment for anybody that joined this class. You must do the assignment. Try as much as possible to go home, create a company name for yourself, sit down, come up with an idea on the company name you want, and once you're able to come up with the idea on the company name you want, to the website we go to now, design as many logos as you can, then design the letterhead for it, which I've shown you how to do that, design your email downlink, design your signature. So these are the basic things we're able to cover today. Thank you very much for the time is coming that will give you access to be able to make direct questions from this platform, but we are still working on making things more better. So please, if you have any questions, if there is any area you want me to touch and I have not touched, please just drop the questions on all the groups. If you are not in any of our group, please follow any of the means, ask the question from the comment section. We'll give you the link to join the Telegram, Facebook, and YouTube. And please like and follow, share this information. We need more of a like so that people will know, and we don't need to be you'll be able to get information and get notification anytime we go live for an educative class like this. Thank you very much. If there is no any question, then I think we can call this the end, and we can call it the end of today. So by this time next week, by around 5 o'clock next week, we'll still be coming up on another edition. So for some of you, that's what we do here now. You don't have a system, and probably if you don't have a system, I know you can actually check the you can easily use your browser to still achieve the same goal. I would have done that, but we don't have the time. But if you want an app that will do the work